Hello everyone, my name is Jordan, also known as X-3. Today I want to teach you guys how to create this master Skrill bass. Now the reason with this is that I use a lot of filter frequency. And the reason why I called it master Skrill is it sounds like a bass that he would use as a background noise. Other than that, take a listen to how this sounds and then I'm going to show you guys how to make this. Okay, in order to create this master Skrill bass, you want to throw in a combinator. Now, since I'm not going to use this blue, I'm going to change it to a wheat color, because I like the color of wheat, but can't eat it, unfortunately. Other than this, throw in your Thor. Now for Thor, we're going to get a little bit more nitty gritty with this synth. So I want to change my range from 7 to 12. It changes how much value the pitch bend can bend. So if I go to 7 and play a few notes, and then change it to 12, it can go much farther. Other than this, I'm going to open it up. Okay, now this may look daunting, but we're actually going to break it apart and make it easier to work with. So I'm going to focus on my first oscillator first. I'm going to take it down 2 octaves and change the PW to 64, or somewhere around there. We're in the right ballpark. Next, I'm going to change it to a square, and change it to 64. So, I'm going to route filter or oscillator 2, since we're going to go on to oscillator 2 now. Going to change it to a wavetable and change it to 10 sines. Now the reason why 10 sines is because 10 sines create the growl basses that you hear. Sine waves are the way to go when you're creating FM synthesis and you're looking for a lot of growl. Sines are the secret key to that. So I'm going to take my position of this all the way down and I'm going to take it down 2 octaves and run it through the filter. I'm then going to change my mixer balance from 1 to 2 all the way to the right, so we just get the right. But this actually comes into play of how the amplitude of this synth is going to be modulated back in. So other than this, just throw up your drive a bit more to 82, and I'm going to take down the volume on the master so we can hear the synth when it starts to get more gritty. So a secret widening technique. Keep it secret. Turn on your chorus. Set the delay to around 2.5 and you want your dry wet to be a quarter. So without it, and with. It makes it a little bit dreamy but still widens the synth a little bit more, so it's super secret, so shh, keep it secret. Anyways, we're gonna have a little bit more fun with this by going over to our mod bus, and I'm going to take my amp sustain up full so that way we don't lose volume over time. Okay, so your first source is going to be oscillator 2, and we're going to change the amount of this to 6. However, I want to show you the differences with 6 rather than 7. Make sure it's routed to your oscillator 2 filter frequency modulation. As you can hear in 6, it's just starting to wobble, and that's great. That's exactly where we want this. I'm going to make the scale my oscillator 2. Even though it's at 0, it will still come in effect later. For my second source, we're going to choose a CV1 input. This is going to come in handy later on. I'm going to make this position knob on my oscillator 2 modulated by the CV1. So, next, I'm going to take my LFO1, and we haven't talked about that yet, but we will. I'm going to take my LFO1, I'm going to change the rate of this 100% on the amp gain. The reason why the amp gain is here is so that way it will start to pulsate, kind of wobble the whole thing. It's pretty cool, but we're going to modify some of the effects. So turn on your key sync, tempo sync, and change the rate to 1/16 or a wobble you're comfortable with. Turn up your keyboard follow all the way and change it to curve 3. Now watch what happens when I play this. So the wobbles change with the key pitch, and that's good because that means it's working. Next, I'm going to choose my rotary one, found in modifiers on your Thor. I'm going to change this amount to be 100 and for the amp gain as well. So that way we can have a little bit more control over how loud we should use Thor's output on itself. So I'm going to change this rotary one to amp by simply just renaming it. So it just forces more of the volume or controls more of the volume. Okay, now for the fun part. Throw on Scream 4. We can't do this synth without Scream 4. The reason why? Hit tab, flip it over, take your out of your CV back into CV1. On your Scream 4 to Thor. Now if I change this CV1 rate, you should start to notice a difference in the sound. We have more of a growl, and this is perfect because we're actually going to do something a little bit different with Scream 4. We're going to throw up everything. No, not literally throw up your food. I mean throw up the knobs on the mixer of Scream 4. So just turn them all up except for cut. Cut will dramatically change the sound and we don't want that. So what's happening here is that we're throwing everything of Scream 4's automation audio output into Thor. And the reason why it makes that crazy sound is because we're sending multiple signals of Thor back into itself. So it starts to get a little bit crazy. And the master volume just does something cool. It changes all the different volumes of the oscillators, causing it to kind of freak out. So think of the amp rotary knob on this synth to kind of eliminate the LFO of the LFO's impact on the gain. So I'll check you guys out tomorrow for a super special Sunday. Thanks for joining me on Special Saturday. This is actually a special synth. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for more. Thanks for joining me. I hope you guys have a Skrill day. And of course, take it easy. Peace. Hello everyone, my name is Jordan, also known as X-3. I wanted to say I will make this very quick and short. I wanted to say thank you guys so much for joining me. I will say that my EP will include some rap and it will be a little bit angry because it involves a lot of social issues that I'm dealing with. Other than that, I hope you guys have a better day than me. I'm really distraught today, so I will try my best to get this video to you guys as soon as possible. Thanks for following me. It really does mean a lot to me. I think of you as my own family, so thanks for following me. I hope you guys have a good one. Peace.